first of all, how, if you compare the dangers in Ukraine of Ukraine, military help coming too late for Ukraine, or the danger that Ukraine is very much on the back foot now because of action taken by Washington, and therefore possibly Washington could lean on Ukraine for a ceasefire and to hold elections, which we know that Moscow would be interested in because, they would like to have a friendly person installed and, to see the back of Vladimir Zelensky. Which of those dangers seem more likely at this point?
Well, it's a tough one. I think the political question is more prevalent. I think because that's more likely, thankfully, versus a military collapse of some kind. I think clearly, with Washington mirroring the Moscow's claims that President Zelensky is an illegitimate leader and that elections need to be held, some kind of election framework within a ceasefire deal is going to be hammered out. But it is fraught with practical difficulties. How can people vote in occupied territories? Will they vote in occupied territories if Russia's claiming it as their own? Will the elections be free, fair, or safe? And you're right. This will be a golden opportunity for Russia to stage pro-Russian candidates, to even interfere with the electoral process. And this is something that Ukraine, as a whole, has been super sensitive to. Which is why we're in the war we're in, because the idea of Russian interference in the Ukrainian parliament has been a non-starter, and that is why we are seeing cross-party support for President Zelensky, despite all of the political rivalries, and believe me, there are several in Ukraine, to put on a united front.